Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Chop Talk. I am your co-host, Andre C. Right over here is my co-host, Melball. How you doing, Melball?
I am doing fantastic. I am feeling cute today. I got the lace out. Almost looked like I had no top on under that.
That was almost earlier.
almost, almost. But yeah, we'll talk about that at another time.
That's on the
How are we
OnlyFans.
doing today,
That's on the
Andre?
OnlyFans.
No Melball fans coming soon. How are we doing today, Andre?
I'm doing good. I've had a nice relaxing day. I've watched half of the February 11th New Japan show, which I got to finish later after we're done this, because we're going to talk about
Mhm.
that coming out this Wednesday. But we're here to talk about some local Edmonton independent wrestling
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
featuring New Japan,
Mm.
in my opinion.
That filthy New Japan.
You know
Mm.
it. So I'm gonna bring up the card, bring it up here. We're
Yeah.
talking Top Talent Pro Wrestling featuring Filthy Tom Lawlor, One Called Manders, and Masha Slamovich, all coming in to do the show this time around. And it was, I thought, an absolutely phenomenal card. I
Mm.
I marked out so hard getting to meet Tom Lawlor because I've been a fan of
Mhm.
him since his days in the UFC. And him facing off with Mitch Clark, another former
Mhm.
UFC fighter. Both these guys I absolutely am tremendous fans of, both in their uh, UFC days and now into the professional wrestling days. And that's what drew me for this card. I bought a ticket as soon as that match was announced. Nothing else was announced yet. I was like, no, I'm going. But the rest of this card exceeded my expectations. I don't think we
Mhm.
had a bad match on the night. It's so much fun watching the wrestling here.
Mhm.
I think
Mhm.
you did too. We had a great night out. We
Oh
some,
yeah.
like, hanging out with some great friends. Myself, you, Andreas, Kat, our new friend Deb,
Mhm. Mhm. Love that
Cody,
Deb.
yeah, Cody, the other Andre, the big Andre,
Jossie. Can't forget Jossie.
Jossie, Mike the ref was there.
Big Mike.
Cody and his lady were there. Man, Luke, my
Cody
buddy
and
Luke.
Jossie,
It was nice to
yeah.
have the whole crew out and like just to have a real good
We also
hangout.
can't forget the Omen fan.
Oh, and
Omen
Eric
fan,
too.
little Eric.
He
Always
he
great to see
decided he
him.
decided to sit on the stage away from us because
I
man.
mean, I could have, but I chose to sit with you commoners.
Well, stand. As we stood on the rail by the ringside area.
It just sit we use loosely. But let's get into these matches, man, because these were fun and we got stuff to talk about with these guys.
So we start with the first match of the evening, originally scheduled to be Colton Kelly versus Moondog, whatever that
Well,
guy
that
is.
Draco guy, yeah.
Draco. What did I say? Moondog. I have no
A
idea.
hillbilly hound dog is probably
Hillbilly
what
Hound
the
Dog.
dog, yeah.
But replacing him was the one and only Eli Surge. The birds aren't real, ladies and gentlemen. This is gimmick birds are real.
Mhm, mhm. I'm
I
just
love
gonna
his gimmick.
throw out there right away. Colton Kelly has the second best theme song in the local industry in Alberta right now. Second best. We both know what the number one is. It's later in the show. And this is the second best
Oh
song.
yeah, I was like,
This is
what?
the
And I can't believe I.
catch up, Andre. Get you some Rogue, my friend. Get you some Rogue.
Oh, I don't know. Hilton might be
Matt,
number three
so
because there's one over in Love that I really, really do like. But yeah, that's
this
personal
isn't
opinion.
love though. This is top talent wrestling, and we're talking
Top
about
talent number two.
Cutthroat, Colton Kelly, and how amazing he is. Loving his new gear, loving his new. He just looks so happy to be back in that ring. To
He
see
doesn't look
him,
happy. He always looks angry.
he always looks happy. We know that's a happy face on him. Come
I guess
on,
his happy is just a mean scowl. Because
he's
like
like
that
a
picture right there
kitty,
is him
right? That
smiling.
the same face is the same emotion for every emotion, right?
Yeah, that picture of him on the screen is him smiling. You didn't. Nobody knows that, but that's him smiling.
Such a nice guy, though. This match was a ton of fun, though I am very, very, very disappointed because I always love, love, love seeing Colton Kelly do the cannonball. And
Mm.
there was no cannonball
Yeah,
this match.
no
Disappointed.
cannonball this time. I love that cannonball in the corner, just crushing people,
Yeah.
just slamming their ass into their face. Because I love that move, but to not see him do it, I was just like, we both really were like, no. We both
Yeah.
like when it ended,
Waiting
but it
for
was
it.
an incredible match. And Colton
Mhm.
busting out the moonsault to get the win on this one. Like
Mhm.
this guy's got like incredible talent. Like there's
Mhm.
no denying this guy. And then Eli Surge, I can't take anything from him. This guy is insanely fun to watch. He's just got one of the most interesting gimmicks I going in the local scene with
To say
his
the least,
whole
yeah.
his whole I'm crazy and I'm a conspiracy theorist thing. I love it.
Mhm.
I absolutely do. And I might disagree with him that birds aren't real.
I mean, the ones that seem to be shitting on my deck seem pretty real to me. I don't know. Um,
That's drone fuel. Come
drone fuel. That was a pretty good comeback. I'm not gonna lie.
on.
Drone fuel. My goodness. Yeah, this was my first time seeing Surge because I'm not too privy to LPW. But yeah, he performed very very well. Very entertaining character. Definitely a character. Definitely a
Mhm.
kid. I would say though a well-rounded character. He performed very very good in ring. The character work was great. He was hilarious. He had the crowd over, and he worked super super well with Colton. I'd like to see them go again,
Mhm.
maybe in a tag bout, seeing these guys go against each other again. Just because we get more people on the show if we have more tag matches.
Very much so. The more the merrier. I really love everything that this company's put on so far.
Hmm.
So we on to the second match of the evening. It is the man with the greatest theme song in or not in love in
Yes,
Top
the
Talent
number
Pro
one.
Wrestling. Nasty Nate Nixon taking on a man whose theme song I really do like in Alex Rain. I really like his theme song. It
Yes,
doesn't really
yes, yes.
match him, but it's a good theme song.
Yes, I found that for you on Shazam. We Shazammed that ish. We
Yeah,
needed to.
yeah. I had a great time watching this
Oh
from because of
yeah.
both men. I will say this: Top Talent Wrestling Academy is doing something right because this kid Alex Rain. Don't get me wrong. There's natural talent in this. There's a lot of
Hmm.
natural talent coming off this kid. That
Hmm.
springboard twisting into the springboard twist into the flip pile driver. Like he came over like a lion
Oh,
skull
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then springboarded off, turned in the air, landed on him,
Hmm.
and hit him with a flip pile driver.
Hmm.
That was impressive for a kid
Hmm.
who I think he only debuted in December. I want to say like
Yes,
that
I
is
want to
only
say so. Yeah.
his first pro match in December.
I think his first match was in December. What we saw him beat the holy hecking crap out of Larry the 2 months
Yeah, but
before.
like first pro wrestling match
Yeah.
in December, and now in February he's
Hmm.
in less than 2 months because that was the 22nd to the 9th.
Hmm.
In less
Hmm.
than 2 months, like to show that kind of prowess
Hmm.
and ability, I was absolutely impressed, and I'm so
Hmm.
looking forward to see what this kid. But Nate, man, like
Nate just
I.
knows how to tenderize titties, man. And he tenderized that kid's titties
Oh,
good.
dude! But if you look, Nate went at his chest after match. There was a handprint from Alex right here on his chest,
Mm-hmm.
like there was the outline of it still on
Yeah.
his chest at the end of the match. That kid hit hard, man.
Hmm. Oh, both of these guys hit hard. Both of them were actually there was parts of them that looked that they were bleeding, and you can just see from the picture here, Alex Rain. I mean, you can see that titty's tenderized. I mean, this must have been taken after the last match.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess so because that looks a little rough. So,
But like, man, I remember when I first started watching Nate, not last October, but the October beforehand. I've been watching him for a little under 2 years now. When I first started seeing him, his chops weren't tenderizing level. He has certainly worked the last couple years, making sure that those chops are hitting you like a freaking mallet. And yeah, very impressed with that. The tenderized titties things is exclusive to nasty Nate Nixon there. That nobody tenderizes titties like him.
I think Gunther probably does it better, but that's just.
He's just kind of a one shot though. Like Nate is consistent.
Yeah, but I thought absolutely phenomenal match. In the end, Nate Nixon getting the win after hitting
Mhm.
that nasty running knee to the back of the head, getting the win. Or was it the front of the head? I don't remember because I know he hit him in the back of the head at one point too. But yeah.
What we have to mention though is the thing that both of you and I marked out on when we saw him setting up for, which is that what is it, German suplex off the ropes. We saw Suzu do through the ropes instead of under it.
Oh, the sliding
Ishimori one,
German.
yeah.
The
Yeah, that's the one.
Ishimori
That's the
sliding
one.
German. I love that move.
Blah, blah, blah. I mean, no one
Yeah.
on the independent scene really does that as well as Nate. That one is one that he has really perfected. I really enjoy seeing that one set up,
Mm-hmm.
and I wait for it. And as soon as I see, I mean, like I said, we marked out. As soon as we saw it, we're like, yes, give it to us. Just give it. Yes.
Sliding German. I was just yelling, sliding German. I was so excited on that one. I love that move.
Yeah, see, I don't know the name, so I think I was just yelling, do it.
Yeah, he's sliding. It's a German. I'm calling it a sliding German.
Whatever works. Nasty German.
Even better. So we move on to a tag team match, and it is Relentless Rylie Rose and Kat Von Heez taking on Jody Threat and Ava Lawless.
Bring on the ladies.
To be honest, this is probably, to me, the weakest match on the night, and it was still really good. But I don't know, it seemed like you could still see a bit of the rookiness in Rylie. Not to shit on her, she does incredible in there, but Kat almost kind of seemed to step off a little bit too. Like it just maybe it was just that because Rylie kept pissing her off the entire match. She would come in and then just kind of get hit or miss whatever the other one her opponent was doing and then get hit with something. And I think it was just she was so distracted by Rylie Rose messing up throughout the match that she was getting more and more frustrated as the night went on.
And I mean, when you're going up against somebody like Jody Threat in combination with Ava Lawless, I mean, that in itself is going to be very, very hard to keep up. Jody is freaking fast. She's freaking good. And man, I mean, the Wild Child is an appropriate name for this girl. She just, you know what she reminds me of? You remember like the good old days of Bullet Club with Tama Tonga when he was like the good bad guy and he was always like, and like spastic and stuff? That was my favorite version of Tama Tonga. Jody really reminds me of that fun spastic version of Tama Tonga. And we see where Tama Tonga is kind of elevating himself to. I can see that happening for Jody too. I mean, just looking really stacked too, even from the last time she was in here in June. Teaming with Ava instead. I think she was facing Ava the last time we saw her. Am I right about that, or was it Kat? I feel like it was Ava. I think it was Ava.
Could have been Rylie. I don't know.
I don't really remember either. I just know that I love Jody.
Yeah, Jody's awesome.
Working very, very well with Ava. Really love the like boob high five at the beginning. That's something I can get behind.
The chest bump, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was
it's a booby high five. Come on.
Chest bump.
Booby high five.
But yeah, it was really nice to see how well Threat and Lawless worked together in this match because, like, never having teamed together before, they had a really great cohesion. But then on the opposite side of the ring, you're seeing the cohesion really break down between Rhodes and Von Heez. It was really like it was a complete opposite, and that led to the downfall for Rose and Von Heez, where in the end, Ava hit her like I think it was like a Death Valley Driver type move onto Rylie Rose and got the win. And after the match, Kat just walked out on Rose.
I mean, it's a great story because it's like you got this grizzled vet that's Kat Von Heez, the German powerhouse, having to sit here and essentially baby the newcomer in Rylie Rose, who's just exactly what you want to see in a new wrestler on the scene. She's full of fire. She's ready to go. She's like, yeah, I can do this. And then she gets hit in the face a few times. And it's like, oh, she's not Kat Von Heez, right? Kat can take those hits, whereas is Rylie not quite ready to take those hits yet. I really did enjoy that story though. And the story of frustration with Kat afterwards, just saying why, like what the hell, and then walking out on her. I really do hope that it sets up for an opportunity for Kat and Rose to kind of take a one-on-one opportunity and maybe have Kat put Rose through the ringers and be like, come on, you got to step it up. This is what you want to do. This is what you got to pass. And Kat Von Heez is arguably the queen from around here. I mean,
she really is.
she's had the championship history, and she's kind of got that legacy here. Whereas these other girls, they're kind of coming into her yard right now. So I'm interested to see how this goes.
Well, yeah, Kathleen Heez has been around, Jesus, 10 plus years in this area, wrestling
Mm-hmm.
pretty consistently. And this is her yard. She's like the most
Mm-hmm.
long-term tenured wrestler in the Alberta, women's wrestler in the Alberta indie scene going.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't step up to what she's expecting of you, you really shouldn't be here. Like, I'm not saying Rylie shouldn't be here, but like, are you really sure you should be here if you can't step up and maybe not? Nobody's gonna match Kat Von Heez, but really step up and impress her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we move on to a 8-man tag, and it is Team Radz, which is Lumberjack Larry, T-Wad Jackson, Rich King, and the big man Azreal taking on Team Jesse in Jesse Youngblood, White Shirt William Taylor, and shit, what were the other guys' names? I gotta read this. CJ King and Jack O'Connor.
Yes.
So I had no idea who CJ King and Jack O'Connor were, because
I think you missed their match.
I got there during the Gauntlet match last show, but they had already been eliminated, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Or they were wrestling when I went to get food. One of the two. And I missed them. But they I'll say this, Jack Connor really quite impressed me. Those kicks of his are pretty dang good. I kept yelling kick him harder, but I just wanted to see him kick him harder. That was the main thing. He kicked very hard.
Style in us.
I just want even harder kicks. I always want the kicks harder. That's the way I look at it. But
you want the Shibata kicks there.
Yeah. I will say this. William Taylor is absolutely phenomenal. This guy is improved over and over and over again. I did get a chance to talk. We both got a chance to talk to him after the show. He's got a boxing background, so I knew he had a fighting background. I assumed it was like an MMA.
Oh.
Or jiu-jitsu, and he said he had. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, sorry, it froze up there for a second. I
don't know why it's doing
at least
that.
for me, at least on my end, it did. But yeah, he said he did some jiu-jitsu. I think he was saying, but it's mainly a boxing background. But you can see that really
a lot, actually
in his striking. You can see it in the way he strikes, because it's very much from like an up here perspective. And like when he comes in, he comes in like a boxer would, like with like a boxing style punch from like coming in around, and then and then you can see it when he takes the guy down, things like that. It's very impressive, and like I'm an absolute big fan. But I'm a huge fan of the Radz. I love them as a team.
Yeah, you were trying to get everyone to touch tips.
Andreas did with me. Kat did with me. So you did at one point.
No, I did not.
Yeah, with me and Kat.
No, you did not.
Not you. Oh, must have been somebody else.
Deb, because that was not this little finger.
Must have been somebody else.
I was definitely hitting all of the tips that I saw touching, but I was not touching them. There was no touching happening. But this match was fun.
Yeah,
so much fun. I just got to say though, Larry Woods has got to be one of the most entertaining guys I've seen on the Radz. DY is pretty funny himself, but like I feel like it's a little bit more organic with Larry. I mean, you can see by the picture just how ridiculous he kind of looks there with the like fingerprint wings on his chest.
Well, and that smug smile on his face where he's like, yeah, but you just laugh at him.
I mean, yeah, that's what we do. Rich King, obviously, I mean, he's fit as hell, doing very, very well in this one. But Azreal was kind of like a fun one for me in this one, because he was like the odd man out on Team Radz, who was like, all the Radz guys were like trying to tag each other with their fingertips, and Azreal's just like, go F yourself.
They kept trying to tag him in, and he would just slap them instead of like touching tips.
Should have just like mold them, like just whack them all. But anyway,
he would just slap them every time, and it was I really thought to me, when he was on the apron reacting to what some of the Radz were doing in the ring was actually some of the best stuff I saw out of him all night, because that's the man behind Azreal, just laughing at the utter absurdity of what these, like, and I don't say this in any mean way, these idiots are doing, because what they do is idiotic, but they're absolutely phenomenal at it, and they do a great job, and I love them for it. That's the thing.
100%.
It's not a negative shot when I call them idiots here, because they're absolutely phenomenal. But in the end, William Taylor picks up the win on Larry with like a one-wing angel into a kneecap brainbuster, or into like a driving him down. Like a one-wing angel into an Ushigoroshi. I was absolutely impressed by
Kenny Omega Goto transition.
Yeah, and I absolutely am insanely impressed by that guy. He's been a big plus for me, like watching his company the last few months, and I love to see top talent bringing their students in, and seeing like Rylie, Alex Rain has these last 2 shows has been absolutely impressive, and William Taylor, all these shows he's been on. Like, I keep forgetting my white shirt at home. Like, I keep forgetting to bring my white shirt. But, like, that guy's absolutely phenomenal. And, like, I need more headlocks from the guy because, as like I said, white shirts and headlocks. That's William Taylor to me, baby. Because he worked that headlock for a good few minutes at the start of the match. I absolutely loved it.
I had 2 things I wanted to add to this. The first is Azreal is looking fracking fantastic. Guy is getting, like, I was noticing last year he was getting into shape, and this year he is getting into even better shape. That guy's arms, his back are just freaking shredded. His singlet is fitting so loosely on him now that it cannot contain his pectorals. My guy, get some new gear. The ladies will appreciate it. And the second thing is, I was thinking about William Taylor in the white shirt. What is next for William Taylor in the white shirt? And I had 2 thoughts. 2 thoughts. The first one, knowing that he has this boxing background, the mixed martial arts background, he's obviously got that high strike ability. He can get out of the way really quick. He's very fast, very technical. How would we like to see him go one-on-one with another student that we are both very privy to coming out of NJPW, the White Rhino?
Clark Connors, baby. Yes.
Yes. White Rhino versus White Shirt. That right there is a headline that kind of writes itself, right?
Oh, 100%. Top talent. Come on. Book this shit, man. Come on, Justin. Book this stuff, man.
The other thing I thought of was another NJPW guy, but also a second guy who has also been in Top Talent that I would love to see take on William Taylor. First being the NJPW guy, Robbie Eagles. Having that high speed kind of thing might, be something that William Taylor's not
high
quite
speed
used
versus
to.
striker. That would be I'd like to see that battle.
Not something he's particularly that we've really seen him messing with. So it would be nice to kind of see him almost like combating and having to learn how to adapt with this new kind of style. But the last person I thought, who has also been with Top Talent, someone I haven't really mentioned in some time, Jordan Oliver.
Right? GCW, baby. Dude,
the West Coast Ace. That would be a freaking...
That'd be awesome.
Just saying, man. We just gave you 3 potential matches right there for William Taylor. Step this kid up.
Oliver was on one of the first shows. Was it?
Oliver was on the first show, wasn't he?
Yeah. Was it the first or second?
Harlon Abbott in the main
event?
It
was on the first or second show. I can't remember which one. I think
it was definitely the first, I think, because that was when Arrow Boy was here.
Was it?
And
I don't remember.
The first time.
Okay, yeah.
The after party started at the second one.
There you go. So yeah, that one, dude, like if you bring him, especially bring him back now, because they've really also built an audience in this company, like built up the audience too. So a lot of people haven't. There's a bunch of people coming out to these shows now that have not seen Jordan Oliver. Bring him back. I would love to see him wrestle again. 100%.
Heck yeah, because like I didn't actually get to watch that match with him and Harlon the first time he came there, because a friend of mine was drunk and Mama Melball had to go into action. So like, yeah, I would actually really love love to see that because again, Jordan Oliver's that high speed, very kicky, very kind of like almost cruiserweight kind of
Kicky.
styling. It would be nice. Well, he kicks a lot. He does kick a lot. But I would love to see that strike ability because like Taylor's pretty quick himself. I'd like to see him try to keep up with Oliver.
I would love to see that. But we are going to move on to a triple threat match. It is the Omen Gabriel Lestat, one called Manders, and Rayden the Destroyer in a triple threat match here. I know you stepped out to go for a smoke on this one. You and Deb
I
dragged
got
you
locked outside.
Deb dragged you outside for a smoke. So I will talk on this one.
I kind of went voluntarily, but yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this match. I'll say this: my biggest highlight for this is Manders. I've watched him MLW and other stuff I got to see him in, and I absolutely thought he was absolutely phenomenal here. Doing such a great job. His whole gimmick, and he was taller than Rayden. I think he was slightly taller than Rayden, which was really weird because Rayden
I noticed that at the meet and greet. Yeah,
Rayden is this like big imposing dude, and when you're going up against a guy who I'm not saying Manders isn't imposing, but he's a softer gentleman. Like he's a little bit softer of a gentleman. He's got a little bit of a tummy on him. He's not like shredded big muscle guy like Rayden.
He's a cowboy. You watch Yellowstone, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, you look at Rip. He's an average looking human. But I'm just saying, like I look at it and I look at Rayden, and when the guy who's the more average looking human is taller than you, and you're supposed to be this big powerhouse, you kind of go, huh? But I absolutely loved it. Like I think all three men in this match worked absolutely phenomenally. In the end, my phone went black. That's where I have my notes. What the hell? God damn it. In the end, Rayden gets the win with a choke slam bomb on Manders. And yeah.
What?
Got the pin on Manders with a choke slam bomb. It was like a choke slam, picked him up, and then like sat him out. Yeah.
That's weird to me that you would what? Why would you have why would you have the name come in and lose to the least recognizable person in the ring? Like, because Omen is a very big favorite here.
Rayden, he was getting a lot of good cheers in the crowd.
Honest, Orion is more popular than Rayden right now. I mean, but gosh dang, look at those shoulders. Whew.
Shoulder goals.
Shoulder boulders.
And we move on to the semi-main event of the evening. It is for the Top Talent Championship. It is the new Top Talent Champion, Masha Slamovich, taking on the man who's been here since the beginning, who helped start this company, Harlon Abbott, the former heavy metal. Absolutely phenomenal match between these two. Like, just the athleticism from both. And it really showed a match of domination from Harlon, because for obvious reasons, Masha's so much smaller than Harlon Abbott. It can't really.
I mean, I'm a comparable size to Masha. I think she's maybe got a couple inches on me. She's like, I think 5'5".
I think she's a bit like stockier than you, maybe.
She's thicker. I'm working on it. Give a girl a break.
I wasn't shaming you.
I know. I'm giving you a hard time, but yeah, she is a lot thicker, especially in the upper body than me. Her back, especially, it's a lot more strong. But like that being said, Harlon Abbott is like tall. He is large. He's thicker. He's not heavy anymore, but he's thick, and like he was tossing her around. And as you said, domination is definitely the best word. However, this match also, I think, highlighted Masha and her ability to endure and keep going and keep kicking out and keep fighting back and taking the opportunity that she needs to get what she needs, which we saw happen in this match with the distraction there. I know you were super excited about it. You nearly threw me over the freaking rail, shaking the crap out of me for it. Let's reveal to the people, Andre, what is happening at the next Top Talent show.
I don't have that lined up right away. I have that lined up.
I'll keep talking then. And the reason why Harlon Abbott lost.
There we go.
Lost this match and Masha retained the Top Talent Championship, and it's because this creepy mamma jamma.
Evil flippin' Uno, ladies and gentlemen. Uno, Smash Brother #1, whatever you want to call him. He is coming to Top Talent on Thursday, April 13th. He caused Harlon Abbott to lose. So to me, the indication is Evil Uno, Harlon Abbott. Like, I can't see it happening any other way here.
Yeah, it tends to happen that way.
No, but I'm absolutely excited to see Evil
Yeah.
Uno come in, because dude, like, I know Andreas was like, "Oh, why are they bringing that guy in?" And I'm like, "Cause he's awesome." And I
He's
literally
awesome.
had to convince him on the way home. I'm like, You know, Evil Uno is a really good professional wrestler, right?" He's like,
I
"Whoa."
was there,
I'm like,
man. I
and
was there
I'm
for that conversation.
yeah, I know, but I'm saying it to the people because I'm just want to tell them how crazy Andreas is. I had to convince him, like, no, Evil Uno isn't bad. It's just AEW has booked him like shit. That's why he comes off not as big as it. But to me, because I've watched this guy in his ROH days, I watched a lot of it. I found a lot of his Smash Wrestling stuff on here when he was in part of the Super Smash Brothers. Canadian, he's a Canadian motherfucker, that's for sure. The Super Smash Brothers are Canadian.
Just for a recommendation, people, Chop Talk is not a PG show.
No, we never said it was. Maybe PG-14. I don't know whatever the 14 one is. Maybe no nudity.
Yeah, I actually don't watch AEW or WWE, so I don't really know who this guy is. But you were sure excited. You, as I mentioned, you nearly threw me over the railing. You were so fracking excited.
Well, I love you. I think as I watched a lot of his stuff with AEW, especially over the last years, and when he was doing the stuff with Brody Lee, it was absolutely phenomenal. Then they kind of fell off a cliff when Brody passed away, and then they did the stuff with Adam Page, but they always looked at like a mid card joke at that point, and it sucks me because I really liked Evil Uno and Sue Grayson as a tag team, and I thought they were always absolutely phenomenal. And I can't wait to see him come in and just work an incredible match with Harlan Abbott, because like this guy has the ability to wrestle anybody and do it absolutely phenomenally.
Cool. Something to look forward to.
So we move on to
maybe
the main.
Try to pull me in with something else.
Yeah, main event of the evening: New Japan Wrestling superstar Filthy Tom Lawlor versus the ultra violent Mitch Clark. I absolutely love this. I got to pop back to one other thing. Got to meet Tom Lawlor. Got my picture with him. I'm insanely happy for that. He was an absolutely phenomenal gentleman. You, me, and I was thinking of Eric that was standing there. Three of us talked to him for a few minutes, and he was happy to chat. We talked about working the
historic crossover
show. And just talking about just comments. We raved about his commentary. And then who did he rave? Oh, he raved about Jonah's commentary. I remember him raving about Jonah's commentary. Yeah. But he was an absolutely phenomenal guy to talk to. And then his entrance. I meant to download the video and put it in here, but I couldn't because this would go on YouTube and that would get us demonetized and that would screw everything up. But
yeah, we would definitely get a copyright on that one.
I gotta put it on TikTok then. Oh my god, dude!
Coming into "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal, and I thought that Vinny Mazzaro's intro was the best intro at Top Talent so far because everyone was singing "That's Amore." But no, we had the entire club singing "Kiss from a Rose." It was tremendous. I loved it. Great moment.
Just like Batman, Tom Lawlor forever, baby.
That's why Val Kilmer in that suit again.
That's where that song got its popularity from. But this match was like, I think we talked about it after the Charlie Haas show. I don't know if we did an episode for that one. It'd be Mitch and Charlie Haas. I thought had an incredibly beautiful technical wrestling match. Both these guys showcased their when both these guys went to university were wrestlers. They really showcased that style. Where this one was watching both these guys pull out their MMA background, their jiu-jitsu, their wrestling, their striking, they're just all that mix of MMA, and just beautifully executing it. All the holds they were doing, the first 5-6 minutes of the match were just them trading holds, but everything seemed exciting, and just the rolling and switching into the knee bars, the ankle locks, everything absolutely phenomenal. And it was so weird seeing Tom Lawlor be the good guy.
It was.
Oh,
It was. It was
I'm not-
nice though, because you can't. Clark couldn't.
No, I'm not complaining about that. It was just
Mhm.
saying it was very different for me watching
Mhm.
Tom Lawlor be a good guy and not making his comments at the crowd and being a general dick, which
That's
I
true.
love,
It's true.
which is
Although
what I
he did
absolutely
interact
love
with
about
you.
him.
He
Yeah.
did interact with you, and you're like, break his ankle. I'm trying.
Yes. He came over because they were fighting on the outside, and he came over and slapped a couple of her hands, and then he tried to get Ben, Mitch's
Ben, yeah.
manager,
Yeah,
to
that guy.
slap his hand. He just looks at him like, no, I'm with him, and he points at his Radz shirt, and then Tom just went and he walked away. When he had Ben back to keep beating up Mitch. But
Yeah.
I absolutely thought that was hilarious. But dude, these two just killed it.
Mhm.
Never got to see Tom's filthy knee, where he has the arms pulled back like this and then slams the knee into the back of the head. Didn't get to see that, but dude, so much good stuff from both these guys. Just incredible professional wrestling. In the end, though, I'm conflicted on how I feel about this because I love Mitch, but he beat Tom, and I just
Yeah.
Tom. So he had Tom Lawlor in a rear naked choke, and Tom Lawlor, for I think the third time, was going to try to run up the corner and
Yeah.
pull the Bret Hart spot, but Mitch got mindful of it and turned it into like a half Nelson slam, and got the win. I think Tom must have been depleted a bit from being choked out, lost a little bit, and when he got slammed down, it probably knocked him loopy. And Mitch Clark getting the win here. Big win for Mitch Clark. He's been on a heck of a roll this last little while.
I mean, I know how I feel. I didn't like it. I was the one going, Mitch is the bitch from start to the beginning there. But that's Mitch, right? I mean, he's a heel, and his job is to make me hate him.
And you're hating him.
Good job, Mitch. That being said, could have really done without the blowout Mitch had. You know what I'm talking about. That hole directly in his frickin' star frickin' fish. That was oof.
Well,
We were waiting for him
you
to
didn't see
open us.
you didn't see his starfish. He had underwear on underneath.
It was at the starfish. I didn't say I saw it. It was at the starfish.
Yeah, some people might have thought something different there.
Shorts, obviously. We got a great video of Tom yanking off his shorts, which was.
Damn it! I should have put again. That's a video I could have put, and it wouldn't have got us.
It wouldn't have. No.
Dang it.
You can find it on my Instagram. I'll put it up on there. This match was so much fun, though. Yeah, the ending. I mean, this is just a selfishness in me, but I could have gone for a little bit longer with this match. I felt like it ended a little too suddenly for me, a little too quickly for me. I would have liked to see it go a little longer. However, at this point, I think it was starting to get a little late.
Well,
So,
this match
and we
was
didn't have an intermission also. So when you're
Hmm.
standing there for 3 hours, there's no intermission.
Dude, we started. Well, we got there at 6, so yeah, include that.
Yeah, I
hour
was gonna say I was on
beforehand,
my feet since 6. We didn't get
you're
back
right,
into
you're
the
right.
car until almost
Well,
9:30.
a little bit longer than that. 'Cause we got into line about what 5:40, 5:45.
Yeah,
And we
so
didn't sit down again until we got
you know
into the
how
car
hard
at
it is
about 9:30.
carrying this ass around. I need to sit down, you guys. Come on.
Have you seen my ass?
Also, something I also want to mention while closing up the show here, the ropes. We mentioned this the whole night. The ropes were super fracking loose, super duper loose, too loose. The middle one especially. You would stand on that, and a mamma jamma would sink down to the bottom rope. Tighten those fracking ropes. I don't know who was supposed to be on top of that, but they did not be on top of that. It's not hard to be on top, you guys.
They did seem quite loose. It didn't result in anybody getting hurt or slipping and failing a move. Thank Christ. But
There were
Not
some close
completely.
calls. There were some close calls. They struggled. There was no
Well,
calls, but there was struggling happening with those ropes for sure.
you could. I noticed it at a. I think Manders at one point went to do a move, and he kind of was like, "The fuck," and he like it was almost like a not very nonchalant "what the fuck" of the ropes. He didn't say "not what the fuck," but it was like that kind of reaction. Like, and then he went and did it, but he's just. I think he had to adjust for a second to get how he was going to do his move because again, it seemed a little loose.
Yeah, see, when I mentioned it, because when Lawlor was even just coming back in his intro and coming into the corner to do a yay for us, he slipped because
He
the
did.
rope, he did, and it just went wah because it dipped so low because that one corner was just so loose. So yeah, tighten the ropes and bring in someone else with evil Umino or Uno.
Yeah. So preferably Stu
Evil
Grayson.
Umino.
Preferably
Oh
his
my
tag team
god.
partner. Preferably his tag team partner Stu Grayson or Dose.
Well, I just said evil Umino. I said the wrong name there.
Ooh.
Put Shota heel.
Evil Lumino. I'm down with that. I'm down with some Evil Lumino. I got some words.
Stressed out. Melball has good ideas. Hot diggity
I got some words to talk about Shota Umino on Wednesday's show for New Japan. So
we'll get there when we get there.
You may not like
right
them.
Now.
You may not like them, but I'll be talking about them. That's for sure. And so and then I just want to give one more big plug to Top Talent here. Thursday, April 13th, Something Wicked This Way Comes, featuring Evil Uno at Midway Music Hall, all ages show. They are done by usually 9:30 to get everybody out. So, but it is an all ages show, so you can bring your kids. It's a great venue. Just be aware if you don't buy the VIP tickets, you will be standing. It is standing room only. So unless you can get somebody to get you a stool, which there's very few of. It is a standing room only show if you do not buy a VIP ticket. Just a heads up, because I did hear a couple fans in the crowd go early on going, "Oh, oh man, I'm kind of mad they didn't have chairs." So I say this to to the fans out there, just so you know, VIP seating only. Yes.
I've commented on that before, but it is what it is with the venue. The venue itself is amazing. It has good food. It's in a very good location. The parking is convenient. It's got
when you get there early enough.
But even when you don't, it's not terribly far for you to
go. No. It just sucks when it's really, really cold.
Yeah. It just sucks going also to the after party if that's what you want to do, because there's never any fracking parking around there. But for me, it is hard getting up to my age. I mean, my hips are fucked because
you're 3 years older than me.
Yeah, and I pole dance, mama jamma. Understand, I'm an athlete too. It's a sport, sort of. My back and my hips are horribly messed up from this. A lady's got to sit, and when I'm wearing heels to prop my butt up so that it looks nice for you guys, give me something. Help me out here. Help a sister out.
Just don't wear
However,
heels.
I obviously don't not hate it that much. I keep going to these frickin' shows even though they stress me out. So here we are.
Absolutely phenomenal show.
Oh yeah.
So as we come to the end, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Rogue Energy, down there. Mel's going to point at him. Scan the QR code down the bottom right hand corner. Yeah. My words don't work today. Or go to rogueenergy.com. Use the promo code OLEPODS for 10% off your order. And speaking of OLE, I want to thank our friends over at Our Local Establishment, way up there, for being our partners, being our friends, being a great support system for all the professional wrestling content that we're putting out and being involved with. And then I should put their stuff up. Give me a second. And put the stuff down there. Twitch.tv/Our Local Establishment. Instagram and TikTok at OLE Podcast. And then on YouTube at YouTube.com/@Our Local Establishment. And then I want to give another big shout out, because you might be watching us on Backbreaker Video right now. So if you are, thank you for supporting Mike the Ref. And I want to thank Mike the Ref for all the support he's given us, being a place to put up our content on too. I know I've had a couple people, William Taylor, coming up. He was asking me, "Well, you guys are part of Backbreaker Media." I'm like, "Yeah," but we also have our own channel. So I want to thank Mike very much for everything he does. Please check him out every Wednesday on Twitch. He's watching AEW Dynamite Watch Along. You can have a great time chatting there. Multiple other days a week, he's playing awesome video games, which you can find that stuff on at Backbreaker Gaming on YouTube. But again, all this content absolutely phenomenal. And I got to thank him for being a great friend to me, helping me do all that I've done since 2015, since I started working with him doing podcasting. So I got to thank him very much. And then if you are watching us on Backbreaker Video, check it out right up here. Andre Melball Wrestling Talk on YouTube. There it is. On YouTube, youtube.com/Andre Melball Wrestling Talk. And if you are watching us on Andre Melball Wrestling Talk, please give us a like, a subscribe, and please, even more than that, comment down below. We love hearing from everybody, whether you're watching us for 5 minutes, watching us for the whole time. There's all these 45 minutes so far. Please leave a comment down below. We really enjoy hearing from you guys.
If you're one of the wrestlers that we're reviewing and you don't like what we say, we'd love to argue with you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, Andre might. I'll just flip my hair. Andre, if we're wanting to follow you on social media, where are we going to find you?
So for my social medias along the bottom, you see there, Twitter at That Canada Guy, Instagram at That Canada Dude, Hive and Mastodon. I still have to add those, and I keep forgetting. On the bottom there, at That Canada Guy. You can find me on OLE. Coming up this coming weekend, I will be sitting down for a live stream with my good buddy, your good buddy, my other tag team partner, I guess, with Marvel Talk. Me and OLED are going to be talking Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantum Mania, baby. That comes out this Thursday, February 16th. I will be there sitting in a theater at 6:45 p.m. East or Mountain, watching that movie. I cannot wait. It's going to be an absolute, and you can come and hang out with me. And I'm not sure if it's going to be Saturday or Sunday yet. Again, it's just when we have time. Life is busy.
We'll catch it on social media when we advertise.
We will be posting the heck out of it once we have a date and time. And if we're going to have a special guest, we are not sure. I know Astrid Pizarro wants to be part of this one, so we're hoping to have Astrid on if we can make our schedules work with her. So.
Oh, the beautiful, talented, natural. I wish I could do the full extension here, but I'd totally sumo chop my microphone off into oblivion there.
Yeah,
stealing my tag team partner there.
Guess we're gonna have a trios match, but yeah, but we are looking to do that this coming weekend. It'll be live on our local establishment Twitch page at twitch.tv/our-local-establishment. Also, probably will be live on the YouTube page and also on OLED's YouTube page also. So please check it out. I'm very much looking forward to do this. It will be coming back more and more this year with Secret Invasion, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and all the other TV shows and movies that are coming this year.
Excellent, excellent. If you're wanting to catch a Melball, you can find me on Twitter at Collins Melball. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook and Mastodon at Melball Collins. I'm also pretty active on the Andre and Melball's Wrestling Talk fan page, posting all kinds of stuff. You can usually tell when Melball is posting things. You can also catch all of the links to all of our most recent episodes and all of our friends' stuff on there as well. You can catch a Melball on Astrid Pizarro's YouTube channel, where you can see all of our old episodes of the Ladies Wrestling Showcase, where Astrid and I break down all of the trendy news or some of our top favorite topics coming out of women's professional wrestling. We just actually filmed on Friday our top 5 women to look out for 2023. So you want to catch that, see who keep an eye out for. Andre, I think you might be happy. You might be a little sad. I didn't mention your absolute favorite, but I mentioned one of your favorites. So she's number 1. You're just going to have to watch and find out who. What else are we doing this year? Oh, this will be coming out on Monday. One of them is in there. So on Monday, this will be out at 8 a.m. Monday at 5 p.m. You'll be able to catch a Melball along with Carl Carofel and Alex the Werewolf on an episode of Paramindful that will be debuting on the Paramindful YouTube as well as OLE Twitch, where we will be dropping the first of 2 episodes about those spooky power couple, Ed and Lorraine Warren, and about their humble beginnings and where they learned all of their self-taught demonology stuff. It's gonna be a blast. You're doing the Michael Jackson thing there.
I'm just trying to be scared, like or something. I don't know.
Spooky-ish.
Be spooky, I guess.
And Andre, do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people before we sign off here?
No, just thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below.
And that being said, I am your Melball. Over there is your Andre. We will see you next time. Mwah.